In today's video, I am going to be breaking down receiver running routes for flag football and some of the names and, of course, terms that they use in this game. So definitely hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. So first off, we're going to go over a couple of different routes that are going to be kind of the more basic style routes. The first one is a hitch. That is going to be when you've got your receiver going up roughly around 7 to 9 yards, and then he's going to be cutting back towards the middle of the field, back towards the quarterback. This is going to be a fantastic route that will allow you to get a lot of players open. Sometimes, however, you can go into a hitch, and then depending on how your defender is defending it, you can then cut downfield. That is totally up to you and, of course, your team. Next is going to be the slant. The slant is going to be where you go and sprint 1 to 2 yards. You can stutter a little bit, fake left, go right kind of thing, and then go out at a 45 across the field. This is a fantastic route if you are looking to potentially get the ball up the middle of the field. You can get some extra yardage, and it gives your receiver the ability to get downfield much faster. The next one is 2 out. It's also called an out route, and basically what you're looking to do is roughly sprint 5 to 8 yards downfield, and then you're sprinting to go towards the sideline. This actually works really well if you combine it with a slant. However, with this, the idea is if you can get towards that left side or right side of the field, you can then potentially go out of bounds after you receive it and then stop the clock if that happens in your league. A post route is going to be next, and with that you can go roughly 8 to 10 yards downfield, and then you cut out 45 towards the sideline. The idea here is to, again, get that ball to the sideline. It works extremely well with either a hitch or a slant. However, the idea here is once you get to that sideline, let's say this is the sideline here. Let's say you get to the sideline, you can sprint downfield the sideline and you can air out that ball downfield. There's a couple of different ideas too where you can do either a slant or either a post, or you can then either do that or you can do an out route depending on what your defender is doing. And you can give these options to your receivers as well. You can teach them how to read what a defender is doing, and then you can kind of react to that defender. Next is a corner that's going to be out towards the right side, so exactly the same thing, but out towards the right, where you're going basically 8 to 10 yards downfield and then cutting out towards the sideline, but at a 45-degree angle. Next is what I call the Hail Mary, but it's also called the fly. That is just basically you're sprinting downfield as fast as possible. You don't have much time left on the clock potentially, and you just need to air it out downfield. Now these next 4 are more advanced, so either for players who are potentially really quick or for players who are potentially maybe more advanced. These are the next 4 routes that work extremely well. Now there's a few different names for it, but we like to call it the option, where basically you start in a slant. However, instead of going into your slant, you cut back towards the sideline. The idea here is now with cutting back to the sideline, let's say you've stuttered your feet, you've cut right, and then you spin off and you go back the opposite direction, you are probably going to be losing your defender quite easily. And then if the quarterback is able to hit you with a pass, you can go up the sideline. It's a fantastic option. Now the stop and go is pretty good. Basically, what you're trying to do is to go 5, 10, maybe 12 yards downfield, and then when you are in this set, that's the same idea as a fly. The defender's probably going to think that you're going to be going into that Hail Mary style offense, and then you cut back quick. If you can keep your eyes on him when you cut back, and then you see him stop, while he's stopping to then catch back up to you, you then turn back around and you sprint downfield as fast as possible. And at this time, if you are one of the faster players on the field, you're going to be wide open downfield every single time. Next is the post corner, and the idea here is you're going to be sprinting maybe 5 to 10 yards downfield. You're going to go on a 45-degree angle out, and then you're going to be cutting back at a 45 back towards the middle or back towards the corner. And the idea here is now you've basically faked that you're going middle field, and then you're cutting back towards the sideline. This is a fantastic option for a lot of players who are potentially fast but can change directions fast as well. This last one is called the chair, and the reason why it's called the chair is because it literally looks like a chair. And basically, you are running 5 yards downfield, running to the sideline, and then up the sideline. The idea here is you are now changing directions twice. However, the real idea here is to make it look like you are about to do a quick sideline cut, but then you sprint upfield. I hope that these routes help your team and your ability to potentially draw plays mid-game a lot better. If it has, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.